We shall stand up and receive the chairman of the party, His Excellency Museveni, the President of Uganda. And Mama Janet Museveni, Your Excellency, you are most welcome, and you are going to have I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you, Your Excellency, upon this successful nomination. And Your Excellency, we are going to introduce some dignitaries who have graced this occasion with their personal presence. But allow me before that to tell you that as we advised and also directed, that for all the functions of NRM, we should as much as possible conform to the law and the regulations as provided by government.
The Honorable Vice Chairman Haji Chigongo, the Honorable Second Vice Chairman, Right Honorable Kadaga, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, the Vice Chairpersons of the NRM in the regions, the members of SEC, the members of the Electoral Commission of the NRM, the members of the Secretariat. First of all, I must apologize for the hoarse voice. Last week we had long meetings, and it seems when you speak in the mask for a long time, it may affect your voice. On Sunday, I started feeling some sore throat and rough voice. Therefore, my first call was Corona-19. So I called the doctors on the other Sunday. They took the sample, and by evening they came back, said no corona. Apparently there is also another bacteria which can cause a hoarse voice. That one was also not there, but the voice was hoarse. Yesterday, I went to cabinet briefly, and I came back and rested the voice. And I have got it was called them Emron, some people using bushes. They are prescribed, apart from the modern medicine, they are prescribed Endimo, the lemon with honey and tangauzi. So I'm really taking big quantities of those. So I hope the voice will sort itself out. I want to thank the Electoral Commission of the NRM for performing their mission. Thank you so much. I want to thank the members of SEC for coming to be here and to give us moral support. Mama Janet and myself are very grateful to all of you. Now, the way forward, number one is to fight the coronavirus. Really, I am amazed how some people mix up issues. The Banyankore have a saying, they say, Ngweju yasya otumunyare mbyame. A man who was not clever, they told him that the house was on fire. He then said, no, you prepare the bed so that I sleep. You sleep where? The house is on fire. So some people have been talking of business, of money, of this, of jobs, when really what is at issue now in the world is life. We want to save life. This is the biggest challenge. In some other countries, they have not cared about this, and they have lost a lot of people, as you have seen. Here, we had managed to avoid death until a few days ago, when we had one young lady, 34 years old, from Namisindwa, dying. That girl was a young girl, young mother, very healthy. She had no other sicknesses. But she went to Kenya came back, got sick, and did not report. She stayed at home for about 5 days. Then from home, they took her to a private clinic in Namsindwa. And then there he spent there some days. When she was not improving, that's when they took her to another private clinic in Mbare. That's where she died. This was not listening to the message. You heard that when I got a sore throat, my immediate reaction was corona. Call corona people. Because if they had found me with corona, I would now be with my people. In Entebbe, I've got my young doctors there. Dr. Sereko. There are these ones in Marago. I always talk to them, monitoring the cases of our people. Dr. Vyargava, Dr. Byanyima, they are there. So I would be there now, being cared by them immediately. This is what was not done for the girl in Namsindwa. Definitely that girl would have survived if they had listened to the message. Obujemu, obutawuliriza, everybody is knowledgeable. Ngamanya, even those who don't know. That's why that girl died. Died because people did not follow the message. We told you that if you get flu-like conditions, don't go to the local clinic. Stay at home and ring. There are these, they are called hubs, 100 of them in the whole of Uganda. They are the ones who should come and find you at home and check you. By going to the clinic, you are spreading the disease. Because those clinics are not qualified to treat corona. Now, later on, I heard that another old lady, 80 years, died in Mengo Hospital here. She had also been to, I don't know where, I have not got the whole story. Some weeks ago, our people in Murago got a very complicated case, not like the girl of Namsindwa who had no problem at all. The person who came, we have had people of AIDS who have come to Murago and they have been healed with corona, but also with AIDS and with diabetes and what they call comorbidities. They have been healed. The girl in Namsindwa had no problem at all. I'm definitely sure she would have been healed if only the people had done the right thing. There's a person who came to Murago who had a very bad blood disorder. But they managed to cure him of the corona, and I think that I have not heard that he died. The corona was cured, and he went out of the corona clinic to the general hospital. So please, if you wanted to see death, you have now seen them. We have been begging you, please don't die, don't die. We beg you, please don't die. People say no, there is no danger. Okay, now you have seen. These two are Endozo, Jaribu. If you don't listen, we are really going to have a enough work building people. The other day, I announced that the borders will resume, but they must do this, they must do this, they must put on face masks, they must put on helmets, the passengers must put on face masks. That was supposed to start on the 27th. The following morning, when I was driving to Entebbe, I saw young people on borders. No helmet, no masks, on the borders, just zooming. So, nantabuulirwa yasabana bwa Bumba. The one, somebody who could not be advised, they told him that you cannot go on the lake in a clay boat. He didn't listen. He went and he died. So, abaragaine Tibetan. The moment I have alerted you and you don't listen, my place in heaven is well secured. Erikwenda kufa erigatse empango ente gye banasala ekomba ku mbazi, embazi, the axe. You can see a cow licking the axe. Erikwenda kufa erigatse empango ente eyagala kukusalibwa ekomba ku mbazi netamanya nti embazi egenda kugisala. The way forward, apart from I'm really emphasizing even our people here are trying, the foreigners are trying. We may get a treatment, but they have not come. The only thing we have now is avoiding, which has worked for us up to now. On the way forward, these matters will be in the manifesto. But I think you have seen how Uganda is strong. Because remember, we closed the border for passengers. We closed the airport. Tourism stopped. But you have been seeing that the shilling has been gaining against the dollar. Since yabiranze Bank of Uganda yaranze nti siringi erimu amaanyi ogeraganya n'eddola. So we have not collapsed. Tourism has stopped. We have not collapsed, and we are moving. We have a lot of maize, a lot of sugar, a lot of bananas, a lot of milk, in spite of the problems in the world. Of course, some of the sectors have suffered. Tourism has suffered. Hotels have suffered. The schools are closed. The schools are closed. The private schools are suffering. But we are surviving. And in the manifesto, we are going to give out a detailed plan the achievements we have made over the last 30 years. Education, the literacy rate is now 75%. People can read and write. You have seen the big production of coffee. So, in the manifesto, I'm sure they are going to point out these points. There is a manifesto committee which is working, and I'm also giving them my ideas. It seems the way forward, first of all, is deepening modernization. We shall give details of what we mean by that. But also strengthening regional integration. What I mean by deepening modernization and wealth creation, because there is wealth, but it's not well distributed. That must be solved. The internal distribution of wealth, of prosperity. You see, for instance, when they say there is too much milk, this is actually not very true. We are producing 2.6 billion liters of milk. The Ugandans are drinking only 800 million liters. So there is a surplus now of 1.8 billion liters. But this surplus is artificial because Ugandans are not drinking enough milk, which is required by health. In 1986, you were drinking only 18 liters of milk per person per year. You are now drinking 60 liters per person per year. But somebody to be healthy, to keep all your teeth like mine, at the age of 75, I still have all my teeth. No tooth has ever been removed. You need to drink 210 liters of milk per annum. Now, if the 45 million Ugandans were drinking 210 liters of milk per annum, there would be no surplus of this milk. It would actually be a shortage. Now we are talking of 2.6 billion because people are not drinking enough milk, which their body needs. So that's what I mean by deepening prosperity and deepening modernization, so that we buy all these products. The same with meat, the same with the fish, the same with the eggs, the same with the... What you call a surplus is actually not a surplus. It is because people are not consuming what they need to consume. They are under-consuming. But secondly, even if they consume what they need to consume, still we need the regional market. So in the manifesto, we shall have to emphasize the issue of regional integration, regional market. You see how we are suffering. A simple disease like corona, it's not easy to control because we are not acting together as East Africa. In this country, they are doing something different. In another one, they are doing something different. So, even when you do something here, something in the neighborhood will do. We need to address the issue of East African integration. As a strategic goal. Talk with our brothers and sisters to work for the Federation of East Africa, so that we can be managed together politically. You see, even a country like the US, which is one country, but with different provinces, they still have a lot of problems. But you can imagine us, we don't even have one central control. And finally, the issue of export promotion. Because now, all these things we are talking about, my sister are suffering in Busoga because of avocado. Avocado Kamara, this sukari, when we we are stuck now with the avocado. We are stuck with the Duma, maize. The avocado is sugar cane. We are stuck with milk. We are stuck with bananas. We are stuck. Fortunately, coffee, our production of coffee is now 7 million bags. But the good thing with coffee is that it has got a big external market. That one we are not. We have gone from 2 million bags to 7 million bags. So, since my weapon is a little bit rusty, my voice, because my voice is my weapon, I think let me end here and work for the repair of the weapon, so that I unleash it on all those who deserve it in the future. Thank you very much for supporting me and for supporting the NRM. Thank you so much.